I can still recall the exact moment my marriage fractured. It didn't happen with a shouting match or a door slamming. It happened with a single sentence that still echoes inside me like shattered glass. "You don't deserve me, Michael." Claire stood in the kitchen, arms crossed, her mouth set in that firm, thin line I'd seen 1,000 times, the one she wore whenever she'd already made her decision. At first, I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because laughing was easier than facing the truth. "Deserve you," I said, forcing a smile. "Claire, we've been together 12 years, married 8. What are you even saying?" Her gaze slipped past me, landing on the sink, the floor, anywhere but my eyes. "I need more," she said softly. "I want more. You've gotten too comfortable. I can't keep living like this." Her words felt too perfect, too rehearsed, like she'd practiced them in the mirror for days. And then it hit me. She wasn't just talking about wanting more from life. She was talking about wanting someone else. The weeks that followed were hollow. The house we'd built together turned into something lifeless, a place we simply existed in. Claire started coming home late, saying she had work dinners or needed to catch up with friends. There was a faint perfume clinging to her clothes, one I didn't recognize. Her phone, once left lying around without a second thought, never left her hand. I didn't confront her, not at first. A part of me wanted to hold on to the life we had, and another part was terrified of having my suspicions confirmed. But one night I broke. "Is there someone else?" I asked, my voice shaking, the question hanging heavy between us. She didn't deny it. She didn't admit it either. She just sighed, shook her head, and said, "I don't want to fight, Michael. Maybe one day you'll understand that letting me go was the best thing you ever did." So I let her go. Not gracefully. Not without long nights staring at the ceiling, feeling the cold emptiness of the space beside me, but I let her go because holding on to someone who has already left you in their heart is its own kind of slow death. The divorce came quickly, too quickly. She wanted the house, the car, half the savings. I gave her more than I should, not because I didn't care, but because I was too exhausted to keep fighting. When the papers were signed, it felt like the last remnants of our life together were gone. 2 years passed. I rebuilt myself piece by piece, moved into a smaller apartment, threw myself into work, learned to stand on my own again. But healing leaves cracks. Late at night, I'd still wonder, was she happy now? Did she find the more she wanted? Was he able to give her what I couldn't? I never expected to get an answer. But then came the 10-year high school reunion. It was a Saturday night, and I hadn't planned to go. We'd gone to the same school, but reunions never appealed to me. Too many fake smiles, too many shallow conversations. Then my old friend Jake called. "Come on, man," he said. "Free drinks, familiar faces, maybe even some closure." That last word got me, against my better judgment. I put on a suit and went. The banquet hall buzzed with music and laughter full of nostalgia. People were swapping stories, embellishing old memories, raising glasses. I stuck to the edges of the room, nodding politely at people I hadn't seen in years, drink in hand. And then I saw her. Claire. She looked the same, yet somehow completely different. Her hair was shorter now, her stance sharper, but her eyes, those were what struck me. There was a weight in them I had never seen before. Then I noticed the man standing beside her, tall, self-assured, his arms slung over her shoulder, as if she were some prize he had claimed. Her new love, the one she had once implied I could never measure up to. For a moment I almost left, but fate, or maybe some cruel twist of it, kept me rooted there. "Michael." The voice was too bright, too eager. It was Claire. She had seen me, her eyes widened just for a second before she forced a polite smile. "Wow, I didn't think I'd run into you here." "Same," I replied, keeping my voice even. Her lover smirked, offered a hand. "So, you're the ex heard a lot about you." I didn't take it, just lifted my glass in a small gesture and kept my gaze on Claire. For the rest of the night I observed them, not out of jealousy, but something closer to quiet curiosity. I wanted to see what better looked like, and soon enough, the cracks began to show. He scolded her sharply when she spilled a drop of wine on his sleeve. He barely acknowledged her when she tried to join in conversations. His attention strayed to other women more than once. At one point I caught her alone at the bar. Her shoulders drooped, her smile dissolved the second no one was looking, and that's when it hit me. She hadn't found someone better. She had just lost herself. Later, when the night was winding down, I stepped outside. The cool air hit my skin, and for the first time in years I felt something close to relief. Then I heard her voice. Michael, wait. I turned. She was standing there alone now, no lover in sight, just Claire. Her eyes shone, not with happiness, but something closer to regret. I didn't think you'd come tonight, she said softly. Neither did I answered. A silence stretched between us, thick and heavy. You look good, she said at last, almost a whisper, better than before. Once those words would have been everything to me, now they felt empty. She stepped closer. Do you hate me? I looked at her. This woman who had once been my whole world. The same woman who had shattered it with a single choice. And for the first time, I didn't see the Claire I used to love, just a stranger wearing her face. No, I said quietly. I don't hate you. I just don't know you anymore. Her eyes brimmed and her voice faltered. I thought he'd be different. I thought I deserved better. The words twisted inside me. She had left because she believed I wasn't enough. And yet here she stood, broken by the man she had chosen instead. I should have felt triumph, vindication. But all I felt was grief for the time we'd lost, for the love that had turned to dust between us. I hope you find what you're looking for, Claire, I said, turning away. Michael. Her voice cracked. Do you ever miss us? I stopped, my back still to her. Memories flooded in. Our first kiss, our wedding day, those long nights we stayed awake, dreaming about everything we wanted to build. Then came the silence, the lies, the betrayal. Sometimes I admitted. But missing what we were doesn't mean I want it back. And I walked away. That night lying in bed, it finally hit me. Closure doesn't always come from revenge or apologies. Sometimes it comes from seeing the truth for yourself, from realizing the person who once made you feel so small was never as towering as they seemed. Claire had once said I didn't deserve her, but the truth was she didn't deserve the man I used to be, the one who would have done anything to hold on to her, and for the first time in years I slept without the weight of her shadow over me.